Alright, hey guys, I want to take a video today and just explain a really simple tip you can do to make kettlebell training more comfortable for beginners. Now, with kettlebells, obviously we use them a lot for swings. Okay, it's a really cool advantage of kettlebells is that you've got the kettlebell swing and you can't really do that with any other bit of equipment. The other advantage to kettlebells is there's a whole heap of different movements you can use with them from beginners to advanced. Now, just a couple of movements you can use with beginners are like your squats, your lunges, and your presses, where you're holding the kettlebell in one arm and you're doing those unilateral squats or lunges or presses. Okay, really simple, anyone can sort of do them. As you get a bit more advanced, you can also start to do your cleans and your Turkish get-ups and that sort of thing. And then a bit more advanced still, you can use do your snatches and that sort of thing. Now, kettlebells are awesome for that. The only down point with beginners is that it can be uncomfortable. If you're holding the kettlebell there, the kettlebell's quite big and heavy and cold, so it can hurt the forearm, all right? Even with beginners, if you're doing squats and lunges and presses, just that extra weight on the kettlebell can hurt it, and especially more so once you start doing the cleans and Turkish get-ups. A simple solution, if you can see on my arm there, is just a wristband, okay? I'm gonna show you a video of Travis explaining why it's important and the benefits of it, but just quickly now, just have a bit of a think about it. If you've got a beginner and you're getting them to do squats, lunges, presses, even cleans, and they're complaining about their forearm hurting, that's going to turn them off kettlebells, right? If you can just put a sweatband on your forearm there, that may be enough. Maybe not with the cleans, you still obviously need good technique with that, but especially with the squats, the lunges, and the presses, it's just going to be so much more comfortable. And yeah, we can always say things like, oh, harden up, you'll get used to it, it doesn't hurt that much, blah, 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 blah. But that can turn people off. And why even get to that point? If all it's going to take is like putting a sweatband on and you're going to alleviate that extra little bit of pain, why not do it? Right? Anyways, watch Travis in this video here. He'll give you a better demonstration with some of the exercise and why it's important.
If you put it on your arm, the kettlebell just slips around a bit. So if you're catching that, you're clean, just slips around a little bit. Now, again, I've been cleaning for a long time, so probably not going to slip and slide as much with me. Other one you find it slips a lot with clients when they get that press happening. Now, good for that reason. Now, second reason, just a little bit of padding. You get the larger ones, so you see my one's quite large, quite long. Have it just up on my wrist. So where the kettlebell rests, often in that rack position, whether you're cleaning, whether you're squatting, whether you're pressing, I find a lot of people complain about it when they're pressing, just provides that little bit of padding on the arm there. Now again, also when you move up to more advanced exercises, especially your snatches and your Turkish get-ups, again you'll find it a lot more comfortable with this. Provides that little bit of friction against the kettlebell to make it stop, slip and slide, and also just that little bit of padding. So you can see it just doesn't slide as well. It just sticks, just stays, and super soft. Well, maybe not super soft, but definitely softer. Now, I'll almost always train with those anyway.
Alright, so you can see in that video there, Travis breaks it down pretty well. I recommend, as trainers, we should all have them. I've just looked it up on eBay then. I think it's $3 or $4 per band, okay? So there's a few different ways you can go about it. You can just recommend to your clients, say, hey, look, we do a bit of kettlebell training here. I recommend going on eBay and getting one of these for $5 and keep it in your bag. And if you use it, you use it. If you don't, you don't. You might give it to your clients as a present. Okay, say whatever. I mean, I don't know how many clients you got, but obviously the more clients you got, the more money you're making. Say you're charging $50 a week and these cost $4, you can give it to them as a present 1 week and they'll appreciate it. Or you might even just keep them in your bag. Buy like 10 of them, keep them in your bag, wash them once a week or something. And if anyone wants to, go and use them when they're doing kettlebell training, they can get them off you. Alright, anyway, that's today's video. If you liked it, just hit like. Any questions, comment below. Let us know if you use the sweatbands with your kettlebell training or with your clients and how much of a difference it makes. I think it's huge. That's why I've got one on. I was just fiddling around with it before, and it's just so much more comfortable holding a kettlebell in that rack position using that sweatband. Alright, we do have a kettlebell course. I'll put a link to the website below, and if you're interested, get registered.